Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. Well, finally, it is time for us to head into high school like I've been saying. Now, again, somehow we got really lucky with the sunrise. I expected it to be really dark out here. Now, I was trying to think, I know the breaker's up on the second floor over there, but I guess we're gonna go in through the middle here. Now, as I've mentioned, when we go into bigger maps, I'd like to try and find something to talk about as we look for the ghost. Oh, I was gonna grab the paramic, but I don't know, let's see if we can just find the ghost first. Also, yes, I wanted to walk in here just to see what the cursed item was. Oh. Okay, so no paramic, but I'm going to at least hit these two light switches on to get them on. But like I said, as we go to the breaker here, I want to mention this is very fitting for Halloween, but last night I did watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I never watched a lot of horror stuff, mainly because when I was a kid, I was just too afraid of it. I was just way too into it. So as I've gotten older, I've realized that I do really kind of have fun with the horror movies, and because they're terrible, but they're really fun. And there were two things I wanted to mention that I caught. One, the scene where the girl, I don't remember her name at all, but Leatherface puts her up on the meat hook. Obviously, Dead by Daylight has used that, and I didn't really know where that came from, but it makes total sense because, you know, he was a butcher. So that was a thing I caught. It's fun seeing where people were inspired by things. Okay, went too far. This is the bathroom. I think this is the closet. No? See? Oh, we gotta go a little further. Okay, I think it's right here is the closet. Let's get this breaker on. Alright. Still a lot of rooms I have not experienced too much on this map. I'm gonna continue walking around. I think I'm gonna stay on the first floor. Maybe hang around. I'm gonna just hang around in this quadrant. It's kind of weird how I deal with this map. Kind of want to stay on one side, see if you hear something. Maybe a phone ring is the best case scenario. But otherwise, the second thing I wanted to mention was the scene where the other girl wakes up and she's tied to a chair with hands underneath her hands, and everyone's screaming at the table, and then the grandpa's just sitting there like, just dead. I remember when Resident Evil 7 came out, and I've not played that game, but I remember watching people play it, and I remember a scene where you're sitting at the table with the family, and the grandma's also just sitting there like... So, obviously, I mean, Resident Evil 7 was obviously inspired by the crazy family in a decaying house, so it was pretty cool to see, you know, again, how some people later on using the classic material. It's weird going back and like experiencing the classics first. But I want to watch more of this Halloween. Also mentioned I did watch the first Friday the 13th movie, which is not the movie where he gets his hockey mask, but I did really appreciate that first movie. Right now, I think about sunrise. I keep seeing these lights. I know that's probably the sunrise. Came down here. Since we're still on the second floor, I'm gonna hang out on this side. Those big areas in the middle, those are my least favorite part of this map. It's not too bad though when you're walking down one of these hallways. Maybe we'll get lucky. I'm thinking the ghost is just gonna be on the first floor. So now that I've been playing some of the bigger maps, some of the medium maps don't feel that big. Like Maple Lodge, the rework of Maple Lodge is really good. But now that I'm walking through these dark corridors, I kind of realize, yeah, some of these maps are still... I mean, this map is from old Phasmo. So yeah, you can easily get lost in here. And one of the last times I played this game, I still don't really know the layout of this second floor. Especially because the lights are out and you can't even get them on. Okay. I don't know how I feel about sanity. But we did a lap around here. I believe this is... like, where the gym is blocked, and this is where the, like, lunchroom is underneath, I think? Thought I heard something. Now, is this the, like, conference room? Yes, there's a podium in here. This is another room I'd like to have the ghost in one day, but I've never had the ghost in here. Now, with that sunrise, God, that looks really cool out there. Well, maybe I should get that light back on. So yeah, there are still a few maps in this game that really feel old school. What is going on with that piece of paper? What does that say? The last day? That's something I've never noticed before. Like the last day of school. I don't want to get too lost in here when there's all these documents and stuff. So, yeah, I don't really know how much my sanity is going to be draining on a large map. Maybe I should go some way. Where is there a staircase? So I don't know for sure, but like there's this big area, then there's nothing, and then there's the other big area, and then at the end is where the stairs are. So now we're all the way back over here. Well, we've not heard anything on the second floor. I'm hoping it is just somewhere on the first floor. So maybe I will try and make my way back. I'm a little afraid of sanity. I do really love this high school though, with these big terrifying corridors. Well, I'm gonna walk back this way. I don't really like using that main entrance. I like using one of the side ones. Wait. I thought I heard something for one. And no, this light's still on. Is it hunting? I hear something. Maybe I'm going crazy. No, it's not hunting. Well, I thought I heard something. I guess I'm gonna use this bench and keep my stuff here. Let's go check sanity. I'll bring in some other stuff. And we'll keep looking. Maybe I'll get the paramic, or maybe at this point we should just get a thermometer, but I don't know. We'll figure out where this ghost is somehow though. So sanity was about 85. It was only 15, so not that much from what I would expect from a large map. So I'm not going to take sanity. Now I have upgraded to the tier 3 sanity and the tier 3 firelight finally. So I have most everything tier 3 now. I just kind of realized before that we were still using the wrong medicine. There's no real difference other than the tier 3 gives you the speed boost, which I do want to start experimenting with. Trying to escape a ghost using that, that'll be fun. Now, yeah, I didn't grab a paramic or really anything else, so this doesn't really help me that much. Should I go back and get a paramic? Luckily the breaker's been on. I feel like I was hearing something in this area. Let me just take a lap on the first floor. We haven't done that yet. But I still don't have anything to hide or, escape the ghost from. So yeah, maybe I should actually start thinking about at least having a thermometer so I can check rooms. Oh, we do have the mirror. Should we just do it? I mean, there's no guarantee. What? Okay, we don't need a thermometer. This is why this game blows my mind sometimes. We got a lobby ghost in high school. It is sunrise. There's no way in hell we'd see our breath unless that was the ghost doing it. Well, I said I wanted a room I've never had the ghost. I don't think I've ever had the ghost in here. Oh my god, okay, time to deal with the big ass room. I guess I should have brought all my stuff over here, huh? Man, so using my strategy of like trying to operate in the room where you have an escape route, I cannot be by that door. I have to at least be like right here so I can escape or run into a room. If I break line of sight and run into a room, I should be able to hide behind like a desk. Oh man. Okay. Let me see if there's a better desk to hide behind. They're all about the same. Running in here is not a good idea. If anything, I should like run upstairs. I mean, I'm gonna have to. This is the thing. Like, if the ghost sees me, it's gonna see me go around this corner. Maybe I could get around the corner and go into the bathrooms, though. I know the bathrooms are one of the best hiding spots on this map. Oop. There we go. I guess I'll just break line of sight and hope that the ghost doesn't see me go in there, because if the ghost sees me go in the bathroom, I'm dead. Well, at least I have a strategy. I'm gonna walk way back over here. Drop my stuff at the edge of this hallway. I'm gonna also move the other stuff I brought. Man, I was kind of thinking, like, am I gonna get lucky and get another, like, near the entrance ghost? But even if it's, like, the biggest map in the game, I feel like this is the biggest map in the game. Even if it doesn't have the most rooms, like, it has to be the biggest just in square footage with how big, like, the gym is and this entrance. So, like, the gym is a bad area to get the ghost, but the entrance is not much better. I mean, it's maybe, like, 1/4 of the size of the entire gym. But this is still, like, one of the biggest areas I've ever had to deal with a ghost. This is gonna be different. Like, I gotta put a dots. I'm gonna try right here. I wonder if putting it up higher will help. This is where we need the tier 3 stuff. Point that straight out. But now we got a dots field all the way around that corner. So that's good. If the ghost comes around that corner. And how far does it go out this way? It's kind of hard to tell on that floor. I think it's right here. So I'd like to get another one over there, or maybe we could get one in the middle and point it out in the middle. Also, if I'm going to be standing over here, I need to point it on me. So if we get the dots roam, I'll see it. So I need another one and point it like this way, like at that one. Oh, got the book down. Put the book here. Okay, I guess I do have stuff in here to work with. I thought I was going to have to go back to the truck. Now hopefully, even with the lights on, I will still see ghost orbs. I don't know if you actually have to turn off the light to see ghost orbs now. I really don't know if that's a change. I'm gonna make sure. Oh no, that is creepy as hell. So did the breaker go off? No. Man, it's just the lighting is so weird. I've mentioned that before, but the lighting seems really good. I know I cranked up the settings and kind of figured stuff out. Did you actually turn this off? Okay. I think if the main light's off and we're not seeing ghost orbs, I think we're cool with that. Let's set this up right in the middle. I could actually look. Maybe we'll look at like that. No, okay, what I'm gonna try and aim it so that way it's mostly covering this corner. Good enough. So we don't have much else to check for. We'll put this near the book in case the book writes. Or the ghost writes in the book. Now this is another thing. I wouldn't mind having light. I'm gonna put it that way. Just leave the camera here. Now the easy thing would be to go this way. I'm gonna try. I do have my headlamp. I'm just gonna casually walk to this door. I don't even think I remember this ghost's name. Alright. I don't think we're in hunt range. I don't have anything. We got the haunted mirror. So it's Nellie Watts. Oh, Nellie. Cleanse, video, and sanity. So we don't have to get hunted. But low sanity, I mean, we can use the mirror for that. I would like to try and survive a hunt. And you know what? We do have these, and this is a big map. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to, like, I don't know, try and smudge and then escape with that. Maybe we'll try. But we need video, incense, sanity. So for now, I'm going to take one sanity, try and save one for the end. But let's work on evidence and just try and take our time with this one. So of course, it's pretty easy that we can just go into the entrance. But man, does it suck. Because if we get caught, this is just the biggest dead end. The only way you're going to survive is if it's a Dio. Also, yes, UV. I mean, I think Nellie did turn off the light. So maybe, or maybe you want to touch one of these doors. I didn't bring in the other dots, unfortunately. Don't have all the slots in the world. Let's check the temperature though. Maybe it's just freezing. Damn it. Couldn't get lucky with that one. Oh, it's low, but I don't think by now. We've had the breaker on. Oh, look, and now we're 20 degrees. So I guess this is the line. Alrighty. Well, I mean, the ghost could obviously just walk and roam over here. Man. I guess I'm gonna have my light just for safety. Is anyone here? This is the perfect time to have a tier 3 though. Are you here, Nellie? Are you friendly? Can you give us a sign? You're an awful shy ghost. But I don't mind it really, for once. Is anyone here? Would you like to talk to us? Hey, that worked. That's another thing I'd really like is just more communications on the spirit box. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you the biggest red herring ever? I don't want to look at that mirror. What if I looked at the mirror and she was like in a classroom or something? Alright, we'll have to check around with that again. Now, we could have gotten a crazy... This feels like old Phasmo with... Oh, 1 degree. It has to be... If it's 1 degree, is it freezing? Or does it have to be under 1 degree? I think it's under 1 degree. I think if it's a decimal point, because technically that would be above freezing, but I think it has to be a decimal under the 1. So that literally went as cold as it possibly could. I gotta just jog my memory sometimes. But yeah, if it's in the decimal points under 1, it is gonna go to freezing. I mean, it jumps around 2 all often like that, so don't think it's gonna be freezing. Okay, well, I was talking to Nelly. I'm gonna keep that in case she shows up. Actually, I need to film the ghost, so if she does show up, I need to film. Are you here, Nelly? Is you with us? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I want to just make sure, like, I'm so paranoid for some reason. Are you here? Are you friendly? I know I did take a lot of sanity. Okay, since we need this ghost to do some stuff, I'm going to bring in equipment, like a smudge, maybe some crucifixes, cover this whole area. We're going to go the whole 9 yards. We're going to get 2 crucifixes, get at least a smudge, maybe the sanity. So let's just bring in stuff and put it at the door. That's the easiest way. And then we'll have at least everything in the building. Oh, also I'm running it to the door. I know I have like full sanity, but is this a Why was that the scariest damn thing? It's like, I swear the ghost does pay attention to when you're leaving the building. Okay, she did hit the light switch. I'm gonna use that and check UV. There's no way. I mean, I know I've been in the dark, but there's no way this ghost that's been doing nothing is about to attack me. Okay, it was worth it. Guess what? I don't have my photo over here, but somehow we did manage to get UV. Should have picked up the damn photo cam. Let's see if we have enough time. I'm gonna go for it. No reason not to. Come on, man, sprint. Oh, it's still there. Please, that was the hardest photo I've ever had to take. Alrighty, good. Something has been accomplished. So I'm gonna take all this other stuff back to where my operating area is. And let's try to bring in everything I can to protect myself. Because I want to go down to lower sanity to get some more activity here. I'm gonna walk outside. But is a UV shade? Oh my god, this is not a shade. It's any of these? I almost feel like it's a djinn because the breaker hasn't gone out this whole time. How long? Well, I could just check. I've been recording for 18 minutes, so I mean, that's a decent amount of time for the breaker not to go off. So if it is djinn, EMF 5, let me check the board. Nothing. This is the least active ghost ever, and it's not a shade. And sanity is still going down a decent amount. Alright, no, let me start. I'm gonna get the 2 crucifixes, throw in the smudge, and I'm gonna spend some time throwing some stuff in at the door, so that way I can just work with everything. Alright, I've made like 3 trips. We've thrown in some stuff at the door here. Getting a motion sensor in here, and maybe we'll get footprints. I'm just trying to throw in as much stuff as I can to get something here. Now, oh my god, these crucifixes are actually amazing. Holy crap. Let's leave one here. How far does that go? About in here somewhere. I'll just use this one to cover my area. Maybe I should kinda... Yeah, that's good enough. Maybe I should move the other one more towards the center, because if the ghost hunts from back there in the corners, I'll have more than enough time to get away. But let's just put this down right here, I guess. That covers this whole middle section. Let me just quickly compare it to the other one. That goes right into the middle of these 2 pillars. Now over here, how far does this one go? Okay, good enough. As long as this is covering me and we have some protection. So now, before we start draining my sanity, let me get all this stuff moved over here. I do have another dots projector. I'm feeling like this is a djinn, but who knows. Now, here's my 2 smudges. No writing book. I could have gotten the other book in here. Too many things to bring back and forth. But smudge, motion... Oh my god, are you roaming? I'm gonna put the motion sensor like right here. That'll tell me if you're going that way. I feel like you just roamed into the other room. Now, if that's the library, I do really like the library room in here. But I think you're just roaming. I will take the bait. I'm gonna walk over here. There's no way you're making it bleed out of this room, right? Okay, so I think, yeah. I think she made this phone ring, even though it's off the hook. I could run in here and hide, but I have died in here before trying to hide, so it's not the greatest hiding spot. It's not really a hiding spot back there anyway. The ghost will just run back there and check. But we're still seeing cold breath. Man, for that ghost to roam, I mean, it didn't roam too far to mess with that. Phone. Could still look for this. Alright, I'm gonna try and keep a smudge on me. Have a light, correct? Yes. So what else did we have over here? Okay. Wow, I had more stuff over here than I thought. Maybe I'm gonna try and point it this way. I really don't know. I don't want it to overlap too much either. Oh, it went all the way. Yeah, it's kind of overlapping a lot. Let's pull it back, like back here. Well, let's maybe right here. Just have it cover this front area a lot. Yeah, that's good. There's at least a big enough area I can stand in and try and get the dots to appear. I might redo the dots in a minute, but let's see if we get something just from where we have it set up. So I'm gonna grab the last few things we have over here. What a weird game this is. Like, this is the most old school Phasmo this game has felt in a while. Because a lot of the old Phasmophobia ghosts would just be very, like, dormant, not do much. Of course, the one time I hear something from this ghost. Maybe we can track the ghost down with some audio, though. Nelly, are you here? I'm gonna, yeah, move that motion sensor. Let's just see if Nelly goes through the middle at all. Keep that there. That's not my sound sensor. Already getting them mixed up again. Nelly, are you here? I want to have something on me. Smudge. I don't need the... that's for later if I want to mess with that. I'm going to see if she shows up. See if I can film. We have a smudge if I need it. And also audio. Nelly, are you here? I'm going to try and stand in the dots. So that way if the ghost does its dots roam, we'll actually see it. Okay. You like flashing the lights. I really don't want to drain my sanity. She did touch the lights in here, but I've not seen her throw anything or show any sign she actually cares about this room. Nelly, are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? What's gonna happen is I'm just gonna end up using the mirror to try and get this ghost to do something. I was really trying to go for like a full game here, not a perfect game, because we're not going to find that bone unless we had the Ouija board, which I kind of forget about. That is a nice thing you can do. Well, I'd say we're there. This ghost is continually doing nothing. I have my smudge. I'm going to turn off my lamp for now. What else should I have on me? I mean, I could use the spirit box if I can figure out where she is. If she does an event, I could talk to her, try and figure that out. It could still be spirit box. But Jinn is going to be EMF 5. And then freezing, but it's not been freezing. So maybe it's not a Jinn, and somehow this ghost just is not turning off the breaker. It's not freezing. Well, I tell you what. I think it's time we get this ghost to do something for us. So let me make sure... Alright, grab this. We'll just put that on the ground for now. I'm gonna use this once. Yeah, it says she's right here. That looks pretty cool. Seeing out the door like that. So there is something of my sanity drained. Nelly, do you want to do something? Forgot these... Oh. That wasn't me. Because that motion sensor doesn't go off for players. So I actually did film something. Maybe I'm just hearing my own footsteps. I keep thinking I'm hearing something. But it's like, now that we use the mirror, she wants to show up in the motion sensor. Nelly, give us a sign. Maybe I should try this. Are you here? Are you friendly? You saw that, right? She appeared for a split second. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you here? Are you close? Are you far? Are you here? Are you away? Oh my god. I think that's sometimes when that happens, it's like a ghost event that just kind of bugs out and just ends instantly, but it adds for a really terrifying moment. Didn't get a chance to film anything there. I would be happy if I could just figure out what this ghost is. This is could be the worst demon ever. We've not gotten freezing. We've not gotten... I'm gonna just drop my camera. I'm gonna try and break line of sight here. She might see me. This is gonna be terrible if she sees me. Okay, I didn't see her. Well, now we're getting hunted. Remember when I said this was like old Phasmo? This is exactly the old Phasmo experience. Get a ghost that just won't do anything until you go into hunt range. Now, I should probably check and see that was early hunt, but I don't think it was, especially after me using the Ouija or the cursed mirror. Kind of want to get out of here. She's not around. I'm gonna try and make for a head start. This is a normal length hunt too. This is not a cursed hunt. She is still going. I don't hear anything. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Used to have my headlamp. No, I know I kind of dragged my camera away. This is the thing, man. At this point, yes, I just want to try and figure out the ghost. I don't care about getting a full media or something. But when the game can be this intense on figuring out the ghost, that's when I really love this game. And she just closed the book. And you, oh, that EMF5, oh my god, thank you. You're actually doing something to help me out here. I'm gonna try and take a photo. I know I'm running. Okay, let's think about this. I'm gonna grab my thing in case I need it. I have a smudge. Let me look. EMF5, no writing. I'm gonna say no ghost orbs. I thought Jinn wasn't UV. Oh, okay. Maybe I thought I put in something that ruled out Jinn. I think this is a Jinn. I was actually gonna say Goryo, which it could be. Oh, it's a Goryo, isn't it? Man, it was gonna try and trick me too. Because it's not been freezing this whole time. And it's been in the dots field and we've not seen dots. Alright, this is how we prove it. I'm gonna go get my video cam I dropped over here. We're gonna set it up, go back, and wait, and see when we get the Goryo dots. If we get this, like I said, I think I'm gonna be okay with just accomplishing this. And because sometimes, like, man, just getting the ghost right can be the biggest challenge. I want to set that up because it's on the thing. Now let's just point it right at the dots field. Turn out this, and I'm gonna walk the other way because the ghost might hunt. Still have all my stuff. I don't really plan on bringing stuff back. I want to be able to get away with my smudge and sanity. I know I could take the sanity. I forget these also go outward. But okay. Now made it back outside. I really want to say Jinn because the breaker's not gone out. But because that ghost was in the motion sensor around the dots field, and even though it's such a big area, that dots, I think that dots is good enough to show a ghost. So let's sit in the truck, play it safe, and just confirm at least that this is a Goryo. Alright, I'm gonna sit here for a bit. Don't need a tripod. I would like to have the tripods maybe. Now that I'm starting to make some more money, I'll try and bring in more higher tier equipment. I don't even use the tripods really anymore. I think they did improve. I didn't want to use tripods because it was hard to see the screen when you picked up the tripod and the camera was on it. Here we go again. I don't know, things loaded or lagged or something, but I think we're alright. Okay, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit, but why wouldn't it be freezing? I could go in there and turn the breaker off and see if it goes down to freezing, and if it's just somehow the ghost is not getting the room down to freezing, which maybe it's because it's sunrise it's not going down to freezing. Okay, I still think it's a Jinn, but at least we're playing professional, so we will figure this out. If I was on Nightmare, I'd probably just make the wrong guess. But I do think if I was a nightmare and I was going to make a guess, I would say gin. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is actually go in there, turn off the breaker, and see if we can get the room to be cold enough to be freezing. I think I can pick up another smudge. So, yeah, we're not seeing anything on here. I'm going to grab another smudge. So I got 2 smudges on me and the sanity for speed. And yes, I don't think it was an early hunt. But it's been so long, and the ghost would definitely turn off the breaker at some point. So what I'm going to do, play it safe, go this way, turn off that breaker. I think it's because it's sunrise, and maybe because it's such a big room. It went down to 1.0, and that's why I wish I could just remember, damn it. 1.0 is not freezing, right? I thought it had to go under 1. But now I'm like tricking myself. Is the breaker on? I'm gonna try and go upstairs. Heard something crackling. I guess I'm just gonna leave my light on. I don't know if I should try and hide in the breaker room or just hide in the bathroom. I'm gonna hide in the bathroom because I know it's a safer spot. Oh my god, she actually came up here? Why? Why? I know you have a lot of time to look. Maybe she did see me going down. Oh god. I don't like how quiet it got. It's not over, is it? Oh, it's not over. I'm gonna turn off my light in case she comes back over here. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, these are a lot longer than I was expecting. Okay. Okay, the breaker's out. Well, it looks like it is a Goryo. Man, this was a fantastic example of a good Phasmo game. We've not seen dots, but we know, like, turn off the breaker, it is not Jin, was not freezing, 1.0 is not freezing, it has to be under 1.0. No spirit mocks. This is a Goryo. So, maybe I will, yeah, I want to try my escape. Since we're here and since we've got it all, she's hunting again. Let me go hit the breaker anyway since I need to. I don't think I can hit the breaker while she's hunting. What I'm going to try and do is see if we can escape. I'm going to try and smudge her down there. Like, I'm going to go down to where my equipment is. And I'm going to smudge with her, like, right in front of me. And stop her with the tier 3. And then I'm going to just juice up with the tier 3 sanity medication. The tier 3 meds. And then I'm just going to book it out of there. And see if I can hide. Probably, I don't know if I want to go to the first floor or the second floor. Oh my god, hunt ghost. So, can you actually turn the breaker on? Let me just see with this door. Can you really turn the breaker on during a hunt? That's kind of strange. Okay. Is this light broken? No. Alrighty, she was hunting and she wasn't in the area. Let's get this main hall light back on. I'm gonna close that. Did she open that? I thought I heard something. Okay. Get the light on. I'm gonna just sit here. I might use the mirror. Actually, that's a good idea. I don't think I need to. Okay, we're gonna smudge her. Get over here. Come on, Nelly. Oh my god. Okay, just sit for a moment. Now, speed away. Oh, okay, I'm not exactly as fast as I thought I was. I'm gonna put that on the stairs so she gets stopped on the stairs. Oh my god, I have a... Oh, that does help you though. You have more sprint. I don't know how I got away, but somehow we're up here, and she did end up going real fast. I don't think she's gonna check. But okay, the tier 3, so I wasn't as fast as I thought I was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be like Sonic super speeding out of there. But it does give you a longer sprint time. Sounds like she's really close, but now she's on another floor, I think. But yeah, you do get a longer sprint. So you, even though you're not sprinting at full speed, I sprinted like all the way up the stairs and I was still going. Now, we didn't get to do the cursed hunt, but we don't need to. It's over, right? Let's just escape. That's all my goal is now, is to escape. But what a great run. Personally, I loved this run. Now, it was very hard to get other stuff. I didn't get media. But as a solo, it's really hard to get media on the bigger maps. This is where you need teammates on these bigger maps. So I'm happy to accomplish what I have here. Let me step outside and just look. Didn't get any sounds. Did get a motion sensed. Got a few photos. Video of ghost and average sanity. I mean, I could try and get average sanity, but I'm not doing this for the money right now. I'm doing it for the experiences of the game. I'm happy enough to just get out of this run with my life and say that I conquered this lobby ghost. So, let's just head back to the stat screen and see what we ended up getting. Yeah, this is the second floor, but there's the first floor we were dealing with, so didn't really get to look at it, but I need to pay attention to that map and kind of learn it. Yes, it was Gorio, so 1400, I mean, that was a large map bonus, so 200, you gotta remember, you're gonna get a bigger bonus for the large map, so didn't get as much, but for the less work I had to do, also, game, I don't know what's been going on with the game. Every once in a while, it's not even crashing, but either way. So, there is high school. Let's check. Sunny Meadows has a 69, nice. And high school has 58. So technically, there's more rooms. But I feel like high school's gotta be a bigger map, just because of how, I don't know, it just feels big because of how it's designed. But next time, we are going into the full Sunny Meadows, continuing to enjoy Halloween. And then after we go into Sunny Meadows, I think I am going to delve more into these Blood Moons. I would like to try Nightmare. We might just go crazy, try Nightmare, Blood Moons, and not really care about losing and stuff. So, also, do want to get that Lighthouse Keeper. If you're still here watching this, I want to say, we might be doing a video where we get these last 9 Lighthouse Keeper objectives progress done in Blood Moons. So I know Point Hope's here today. It might not be here some other days. But on one day when Point Hope is here, I would like to finish that with Blood Moon. So I have some stuff I want to do here for Halloween. Then we still have like 3 more weeks to go, so a lot more Halloween celebrations to come. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.